All right, guys, what's going on? This is a quick video that I want to go over on some things you can do to help reduce wrist pain when you're doing movements that you're working from the floor, like push-ups, handstands, anything where you're pushing the floor, mountain climbers, burpees, stuff like that. Basically, what happens a lot of times, and I got to try to get myself in a good position here, hold on, is you end up putting all your weight on the palm of your hand, the base of your hand, where your wrist and your hand actually meet. So you're here. Now notice my fingers are kind of bent. I'm not really putting any pressure anywhere. Everything is coming right down to that spot. It's all right here. What you want to try to do is think of your hand as like a pressure plate, and you want most of the pressure to be in your fingers. So what you should be doing is thinking about taking those main joints where your fingers, see how my fingers are bent up? You want to think about taking those joints and pushing your fingers down flat into the floor, and at the same time you're trying to grab, almost like you're trying to dig your fingers through the floor, like you're trying to grab the floor. Okay, what that's going to do is put most of the pressure here on your hand. Okay, that area, that's where the same area where you would get your calluses. That's where you want to try to push through. So what I'm thinking about doing right now is I'm thinking about pushing this part of my hand into the floor. So when I'm doing push-ups, when I'm doing anything where I'm pushing here, if I push that middle part of my hand down, it takes a lot of pressure off my wrist, and it distributes that weight through my whole hand and fingers, kind of like a snowshoe allows you to walk on snow because it distributes your weight to a wider area. That's what we're looking to do here. Okay, so think about pushing through the palm, okay, into the callus pads of your hand. This area here is where you should be pushing as you push down. Okay, something else that you can do, if you can't figure that out or if that's not working for you, is get a dumbbell. Okay, and you want to grab the dumbbell and then think about pushing your hands, okay, so that you're not doing it like this where you're bent just like you would be on the floor. You want to roll through so your knuckles are kind of, this part of your fingers are pointed to the floor, almost like you're punching the floor. Okay, so you're like this, not like this, right? Push through here. That's going to put most of the weight through this part of your thumb, okay, and the palm of your hand, but it's actually being supported by the structure of your wrist and your hand, so it's not all going into a bent joint. That's why you have pain, because your joint is bent and you're putting pressure there. We don't want this. You can go like this, get a set of dumbbells and do your things on the floor like that. All right, so there's two different ways that you can kind of take some pressure off your wrists and get your exercises in.